Yeah, okay. The stream looks like it's live. So I'm going to start the, what is it called? Social stream plugin that usually gets the chat extensions working. Let's hope it does capture the things quickly. It looks like it has. So far, I'm not seeing any messages, but I don't think anybody's typing at the moment. But I will go to YouTube and type a short evening stream and see if it appears. Yeah, it doesn't seem like it's appearing at the moment. Let's see. No, I guess I have to restart the source. Refresh that particular source. Yeah, because it does seem to change up the full frequency, full link each time YouTube is streaming. So I guess I have to just restart Social Ninja a few times and it will automatically work. Find and activate source. I think I'm supposed to go for a auto activate and startup. So things auto activate and startup. I think that should fix the whole problem we're having. Testing chat 1 2 3. Yeah, it's appearing on the stream now. Sometimes I feel like the Mary Smith person I'm talking to is genuinely a bot. They do want to be added on my Discord. They want to talk to me in person. I hope that not in person, that is live. I I wonder if it's an AI good enough to fool me there. It is entirely possible because I'm not very much interested in finding out whether they are real or not. If they are just able to hold a conversation, that's fine. So I had done quad. I had almost done quad, I believe. So I will continue with the quad portion and hopefully complete the lecture today. So basically on this whole page, almost certain if there is going to be a question, it's going to be this question. QChamp is related to what? QChamp, I can even predict how the question will be written. QChamp recently seen in news has been related to what? International climate change or not, something like that. So basically, there is a new grouping since India is not looking to. Again, Wong is not here, but you could have told him that since India is not really looking for military confrontations or strong militarization of the region, they have instead of Quad, they are focusing on a new grouping that is called as Quad. I'll just mute the mic for a second. The ambulance from the background was making a lot of noise. Now it seems to have stopped. So the thing to remember here is Quad countries are India, US, India. I'm not sure who is in the chat. Hold on. Happiness 276. Yo, bro, let's sometimes play together and share tips. Add up on Discord. Sure, Happiness 276. If you are a real person in the chat, then you can join the Discord server. It's linked in the bio. AUKUS member countries are Australia, UK, US. Simple enough. Hello? Let me just put in a timer here. I will be back in about 10 to 15 minutes, have dinner, and be back quickly. Yeah, yeah, I'm back. What do you mean? I guess you got your victory present in advance. You got the mod status. Nice to see you again. No, no, I didn't add. I haven't added anyone. Besides, there was like one artist who was trying to show me some banners and such. That's all. There is only one person on that Discord at the moment. Yeah, these bot. I was just saying in the afternoon, right? The bot messages show up very regularly. Let's play together and share tips on Discord. Yeah, I love your gaming content. Yeah, what gaming content they're watching, I don't know. Anyway, the timer did end, but the dinner extended more than I expected. So it's time to get back, complete the international relations portions for today. Let's see how far I can get. Yeah, I have no interest in spending any money over Discord or Twitch anyway. So you're not going to scam me. I think if you spend enough time on internet, then you start looking at things very suspiciously. Just yeah, scam away. But how do you know whether I'm a real human or AI bot? I don't know if you have heard about that joke. One joke when a man gets into a car and the driver, I mean, he's hitchhiking and he gets into a car and the driver asks him, "How do you know I'm not a serial killer?" Then the man responds, "The odds of two serial killers sitting in the same car are astronomical." I like that. I wonder if someday a bot will try to scam another bot. I think there is a video on YouTube as well where one person tries to put another person. He just connects two scammers and lets them talk. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I remember that now. Thankfully, I seem to have met a good Dell employee in at least. I complained to him that I have been just going around stores as they have been directing me from store to store, and he said he'll just come in, pick up, replace the RAM for me, and he'll just deliver it back. It's weird how this customer service people work. It's the more you cooperate, the more they ask from you instead of helping you out quicker. See, originally the laptop came with 16, but while getting it, I got 32. It upgraded to 32, but apparently the 32 GB is the one causing problems. So now I might just go back to the original 16, or maybe I will. Not sure about. Because I think this laptop that I'm presently using is only 8 GB and it's just doing everything fine. Maybe it's 16, I don't know, but 16, even 16 would be enough for me. Yeah, I had taken 32 because I expected the demands to rise as the time goes. 3, 4, 5 years maybe, then I would feel like 16 is too low. That's why I had gotten it. Yeah, this would be more than enough. I don't play any demanding games, nothing like that. Yeah, one of the things I was thinking of is if I'm doing some kind of multi-streaming, then maybe that would take up more RAM. It seems like just the GPU handles it just fine, and the RAM requirement is not that much anyway. Especially with the way that multi-streaming plugin works, it just uses very small computing, the same amount of computing power. It just needs some more internet bandwidth, so that's good. Yeah. Yeah, I got the Alienware specifically because maybe in the future, let's say a year down the line, I might consider playing some games or such. Yeah, you'll have to complete the question. No, no, your question. Uh, is your have you asked is your work mostly in English? If so, why is that? Yeah, you'll have to complete that sentence, right? Yeah, my work is mostly in English, but what is the next part of the question? Oh, because the exam it takes place in English, right? Ah, okay. There is an option of taking up the exam in any of the regional languages, but English is just simpler because you can access a lot of sources online and such. Yeah. Mary Smith, welcome to the chat. It's nice to see you live talking. Mary Smith regularly messages me on Twitch, but their question, the way they phrase sentences and such, at first I thought it was a bot of some kind, an advanced bot. But apparently, it's not the case. They are a real person. Yeah, especially if it's someone whose native is not English. So they speak very differently. I think she was he or she was asking me what subjects I was preparing, and I mentioned geography, history, and they gave like a geography and a heart emoji. This is like the first time I have seen anyone appreciate geography. Mary Smith, I don't know if you're listening to the stream or just chatting. If you're listening, you can say hello or something. Yeah, especially the Eastern European people tend to have a very different style of writing. This is international relations. As you can see, uh, this is a new grouping that USA, UK, and Australia have formed. So that's what I'm currently studying. If you want a little bit more detail, then I can tell you that Pacific Ocean is the main area of focus of international relations these days, because China is trying to create their bases and everything there. So people are getting very upset over it. They're forming various alliances to try and counter China's influence. So India, USA, Japan, and Australia formed a grouping called as Quad. This was the topic over here. But India said we don't want any military confusion. Yeah, yeah. So since India didn't want any militarization of the region, USA went ahead and created another grouping that will actually focus on military. This is the AUKUS grouping. There aren't really questions are not expected from this because the grouping itself gives away who the members are. Just something like that in PIA, who has signed in PIA, then the answer would be AUKUS. So basically, this is what they are doing. One is nuclear power submarine, and one is advanced capability development. That's the pillar they are working on. That's all. I didn't ask, I think. I don't remember one of the two. They did try to tell me they have a friend who helps new streamers set up their streams and everything. So maybe there is some economic angle there, but at least they're consistent with what they do. Just show up, say hello. You haven't streamed recently. How come you were not there? And like which part? Yeah. Oh, okay. I thought you meant the helping new streamers set up in exchange for money or something. Pacific is an ocean. You know, the Earth has like three, five oceans, but three are the main ones. See, this is exactly why I wonder if they're a bot or not. Yeah, this is the ocean between North America, Asia, Australia, South America. That ocean is Pacific Ocean. Yeah, this is what I was talking about. I was just saying that questions like this make me wonder if this is actually a person or no. Like, I did explain to them what Pacific was. Hope they heard it. Sure. So is she upset about the bag of Doritos? That is. Yeah, anyway, the basic idea behind this grouping was to help Australia develop nuclear power submarines. It's not a nuclear, it cannot do any nuclear attacks. It can submerge for a lot longer because it is nuclear powered. That's the point. And they want to deploy those in Pacific Ocean through Australia. Otherwise, general submarines have to just come up to the surface to refuel again and again, while nuclear power submarines can just stay under for a long time. That's the bad part about having some kind of junk food at home. If it's available, you will eat it. Have you read Atomic Habits, the book? It actually tells you that you should buy things like junk food in very small packets. It actually helps cut down your intake. I can just let you know what it says. Yeah, most likely they are. That's also probably they don't speak a lot of English. That's probably why they are not answering when I talk on stream either. When I talk, even if I talk directly to them, they don't answer in the chat. Mary Smith, can you actually understand English enough to answer? You can just answer yes or no. That also helps. And it's fine if you don't. I'm not trying to point fingers or anything like that, but just asking. Yeah, I have no idea. The Japanese say senpai or something, but I don't think it's after every sentence. Yeah, anyway, the whole topic is interesting because no country is really ready to share their nuclear powered submarines. I think, as per the class, in the 1950s, USA once shared their submarine, nuclear powered submarine with UK once, but since, in at least in the modern times, there is no example for it ever happening. The only exception is Russia shared its nuclear powered submarine with India. That's it. So now this is quite a big deal that USA and UK are sharing their submarine with Australia. So they are really serious about this deal. There's no harm. Yeah, I was just guessing. I don't think Japanese is the answer. I just thought about it. Maybe something from that area. No, no. Indian languages, as far as I know, there is none. Which would be funny because if they are Indian, they could just talk in Hindi. Uh, what do you want to make? What do you want to see clearer than it is? Are you actually listening to the stream, Mary Smith? Now I'm confused. maybe. Yeah, maybe there are on different streams doing similar things. Who knows? I think once they answered when I asked, said live, they're bot or not. Yeah. No, there was like one other person. I don't remember. I think Hokia was normal to an extent. But generally, people who show up in these streams are some kind of odd characters. I remember the first guy that actually stayed and talked was someone called Pickles or something. He asked me to name 15 countries, and if I could answer it correctly, then he would follow. So that's how I got the follower. Yeah. Yeah, there was this one guy who spent like 10 minutes talking about some tickling idea he had. Yeah, he was like, if you could pick any person, any celebrity to watch tickled, who would you pick? So I said someone who is usually very serious, let's say Gandhi or say, even someone like Stalin or something, or Putin. I don't know. Someone who is very serious all the time. That would be funny, just to see their reaction. Yeah, now that you mention it, probably that seemed like a general question, but they did spend a lot of time talking about it. So maybe. Oh, Germany. I didn't expect that. Yeah, I think they did mention they're from Germany, but it has been a long time. They have been here since the stream started, I think. See, this is the part that confuses me. If you say you're American, then how can they ask you what language do you speak over there? That does make you question if they are human or a bot, right? How is that amazing that you only speak English? The way they are responding, it doesn't make any sense. I mean, nothing against that person, but apparently I'm their friend now. Yeah, the ambulance was a bit loud. Yeah, no, I get there are many languages in USA, but like first they asked me what Pacific was, now they're asking what languages are spoken in USA. That's just the questions don't make sense to me. Yeah, they don't really cause any problems. They seem just trying to interact, so I'm fine. Even if it's a bot, maybe in some years we'll not even be able to tell the difference at all. Have you tried the Google Gemini live talk? It actually comes pretty close to actual conversation. What? American is just small country over Germany? How is that? Okay, never mind. I'll study and let you do continue. No, no, not even close. Just to put it into perspective, America would be at least 20 times bigger than Germany. Maybe 10 times, but I think it would be more than 20 times bigger. Like, has this person never seen a map? Maybe they really don't pay attention to geography and such. So, just to show you I'll just give you a small perspective. See, this is Germany and this is USA. Like it's not at all comparable. I'm just going to put in a thank you because just I think they're responding to you there. Yeah, I think they might be feeling like we are making fun of them because you keep talking to them in German. They have not responded at all, right? Not in German, not in English. No, no, I think they're responding to this. You said somewhere here, right? You said you're confused since you don't really know nothing about geography. I'm guessing this is the answer to it. If you don't really know more about it, then you can just not talk about it. Yep. Yeah, I think they left. I guess I should just add them on Discord sometime and see what they want to say. Yeah, as I said, it's just nice to have a sister close by. So she just called me. She wanted to. I hope not. There are some compilations of Chat GPT roasting people. Have you tried the Grok AI by uh, Elon Musk's Grok thing? Maybe that could be more sarcastic in terms of its responses. Okay, they are still here. See, at least I don't feel bad so much bad about calling them a bot now because you can see why I would make that assumption. Yeah, exactly. They did ask me for a Discord username as well. Yeah, I'm going to try and make a temporary Discord and talk to them over it. Maybe they are just better at voice talking. The conversation feels like something out of a horror movie. Yes, just send me your Discord. I guess I should try it with a temporary Discord once. Since my whole setup is temporary at the moment, make a temporary Discord as well. Yeah, exactly. Once you invite the vampire in. Like you're talking about Mary Smith particularly, or oh, you're talking about the lot of periods that they use, right? But yeah, I think that's just a way of typing. Every time 5 dots, yeah. Now I'm more inclined to believe this is a person. Just ask them, I guess. Yeah, I was doing IR, right? Yeah, that's probably an explanation. Hope that's the explanation and the thing dangerous is going on. Yeah, definitely. Your typos are not helping there. They are messaging me now. Kool-Aid, welcome to the stream. I'm just. I hope you are doing well. Yeah, this one is a real person. Oh, there is another person here. Typically, Sky, welcome to the stream. What's going on here? So many people are showing up today. I mean, it's just two extra people, but still. Typically, Sky and Kool-Aid, welcome to the stream. Yeah. Is- Did you just mistype something? Yeah, I don't know what these guys are doing. If those are acronyms, I don't understand what that is. Yeah. Yeah, we were just wondering if you're bots as well because you seem to be typing in some unearthly language we human beings don't understand. If you say so. Oh, nice. So is that like a code or something? SNMG WA1 WAG1G. Nice. Are you making a reference or am I reading too much into it? So, what are you two up to? Actually, yesterday, not yesterday, a couple of days ago, two people showed up on the stream doing the exact same, not just the same thing, a similar thing where they tried to make me read out those trick usernames, right? The little blumpkin is the only thing that I can understand from that sentence. So, Kool-Aid, you will have to use more understandable language there. But you do? Okay, then I'm the one who's out of the loop, completely unfamiliar with the new languages. That's what you get when you sit down studying a blumpkin. I don't know what that is. I'm studying international relations, mainly international organizations that are currently in news or major trade deals, let's say in this one, Indo Pacific Economic Framework. Maybe if you're American, then you would probably know Joe Biden. He started this whole initiative to get people to unite basically against China. Oh, okay. Even that is now an acronym. I can't hear chats. Yeah, okay, I see what you mean. Responding to. Yeah, I have heard the country bumpkin as well, but I have no idea what blumpkin is. Guessed some it was something similar. Maybe not. Yeah, I'm a little bit afraid of just searching up terms online now. Have you guys seen those memes where they just put something, just a random fact, and then put some trick keyword to make people search up? Yeah, if you're going to quiz me on Gen Z lingo, I have I'm going to fail that quiz very badly. Oh, that's awesome. You're actually the first person I've ever known from Eswatini. Just the country you hear about, right? Like it's basically an enclave, small country. South Africa surrounds it from so many sides. That's all you hear. Since it's a very small country, the odds of running into any of them is very low. Chris Smith is going to be very confused. These are just random people in the stream. They were having a hard time handling you as it is. So now two new people are here. They're going to be even more confusing. I'm just going to respond to Mary Smith because I don't know if they understand when I speak out loud. They seem to respond to chat just fine. Kool-Aid and typically Sky. Are you guys just popping to random streams together, or are you on your own? Just happen to come by at the same time. Typically, Sky, since you don't know Mary Smith, they don't seem to be very fluent in English. They are not going to answer you very much. Maybe. Reverse colonization. Then about FTA partners of ASEAN. Yes, which were the India, New Zealand. Since this is a study stream, I'm going to ask you to post the reaction for photosynthesis as well, if you remember it. Physical recovery is 6 weeks, psychological recovery 6 months. Is that correct, Kool-Aid? नहीं होगा No, I don't know who that is. Yep.
Why?
Say.
Because art important in the not under comprehensive and advanced newly emerging. Let me
Yeah, yeah, I guessed that much. I was actually very proud of myself for guessing that. And NetSpend seems like some kind of finance app which helps you balance your spending. I'm guessing you mean political and economic state of the world. Yeah, I'm partly doing that through international relations. This is basically what the political and economic state of the world is about, right? Since China is rapidly ascending in terms of economic strength, USA is trying to scramble different alliances to try and balance it out. This is one such framework. Since they couldn't really get people to agree, they quickly formed an agreement where you can just join whichever parts you want to join. Just join as quickly as you can. That was the point of this agreement. Not much actual work has been done, but the alliance now exists. People. Yeah, you don't have to read all that. I just explained the basics to you. It's not letting you join where. Okay. Yeah, this is what happens when you sit studying for an exam. You get very out of touch with all the memes and all the personalities and everything.
another reason countries
I generally enjoy memes, but keeping up with them is now like a course in itself. You're going to need like a beginner course to memes 2025 or something like that.
Asia
Speaking of which, there is actually a thread on mixed martial arts Reddit that helps you keep up to date with all these new references. I actually don't know who that is either. I'm just going to answer as if it's an actual crocodile. I'll probably just climb up the stairs and sit there. Yeah.
how many are there? 10 Asian countries.
You're a what?
Concept
Yeah, that sounds about right.
idea.
Hmm.
Their economies are some concept because economies are
Okay, good to
intertwined
know.
with their economies are intertwined.
So, Kool Aid, are you going to explain what a bombardillo crocodilo is or no? Did you get the answer you are looking for?
IBS because Indian economy is very cool.
The trenches of
Now
Iswatini.
you have about the
Oh, never mind. You're from USA. It's Kool-Aid that's from. So Kool-Aid, do you call it Swaziland or Kingdom of Iswatini now? Because they changed the name recently, right?
office. The six India, New Zealand. अब ये नहीं होगा.
Who is muted? You can listen to me, right? Yeah, I have Agami's worth here. He can let me know. You cannot troll me this way. Yeah. And I can actually read my own sound here. You can see this bar shows me that the mic is working. That's why it's on the screen. Yeah, again, acronyms I don't understand. Maybe in a couple of years you are being hacked by the iMac. See, for me, oh, okay, you're actually referring to the iMac. That would be very difficult to face. Basically, the entire half the world trying to hack me. For what? To stop me from studying or something?
Five. Seven. Five.
Yeah, I already have enough distractions in life as it is before iMac decides to hack me.
How many होगी? Five.
Man, you really are a teen. I have no idea. I don't think I have got even a single reference that you're making.
Logic.
You know, I was telling you about my nephew, right? I was a little bit afraid. Yeah. Yeah, I was a little bit afraid that my nephew is going to start doing Fortnite dances and something like that. But thankfully, he has been very sober in the way he behaves, at least with us. Would be very awkward to have just a brain rot generation at home.
One of nature of काफी deep supply chain. Resilience.
Yeah, it's unbelievable how talented some of them are, and at the same time, they seem completely. No, I haven't been. I don't think there is a. They have they made it a real place or is that just in the cartoon?
Yes. Clean economy, fair economy. Just
Yeah, yeah. I haven't seen a lot of the show, but I do know it's a pizza. Bye bye, typically Sky. It was entertaining to have you around. Nice.
focus.
Do stop by later on. Maybe I will be a little bit more in tune with the memes.
We have can read it through.
Yeah, you did want to know the state of world's political and economic affairs. So this is what we are trying to do. We are trying to connect the whole roadway from India to Saudi Arabia to uh, Israel to Greece. So if this part is connected, then we'll also do a similar corridor towards the east. Yeah, I don't want to be, but maybe I will be in tune just because of Swatini is unfortunately not in this map. I will have to use the world map. Here is your South Africa. You already know, but I'm just showing you since you asked. Very little. Yeah, this is your Swaziland. They have just changed it to Eswatini these days. Yeah, I'm explaining because I'm studying the. Yeah, this is the country, right? This is Swaziland. Now they have renamed it to Kingdom of Eswatini. It's a small enclave in Africa.
Launched actually. Under the leadership of US and joined it in 2023. He has been elected. IPF upskilling initiative.
Yeah, the name is unique at least because in Africa there are a lot of countries with just weird names. Like there is Gold Coast, Slave Coast. They have just named it after whatever was there. What is a hamburger helper? Is that like a hamburger's? Oh, okay. So nice. Oh, all right.
Initiative. Initiative. Under the US. He has been advertisement. I doubt it.
All right.
But anyways, you should go to it.
When the countdown was ongoing, I was also having dinner. I don't think you'd recognize it even if I said it out loud. Still. Yeah, I think lady's finger is there in USA as well, right? Yeah, that really sounds like this vegetable that is not. I don't know why they named it that way because that sounds very weird to say out loud. At least in India, this was the. At least in India, we don't call it that. Yeah, this what you see. India, we just call it something like this. You just this is what I ate along with uh, this kind of bread, the bread and this thing. Yeah, I am from India. I'm guessing you meant India there.
पूछेंगे तो कहीं लॉजिकल या फिर अगर एक्चुअल मिनिस्ट्री
You know, there is a YouTuber on called as Stephen Hay, the emotional damage guy. He has made a video on some Gen Z villain and just trying to communicate it with that Gen Z villain is hamburger helpers and green beans. No, green beans are different. Because I eat these as well, right? These are definitely different. Hamburger helper, I should check out what is going on. That actually looks great. Free hamburger helper, homemade hamburger helper. It looks nice. I can see why you're excited. Oh, nice. See, this is the trouble with America's food. I can't tell if this is like a traditional food there or just something you picked up from somewhere. Yeah, are you not supposed to? I thought you that's what you ate.
टाइम में किस अंडर पीजी मोबिलाइज
Looks all right to me. Yeah, that's fine. I can understand if it's like a cheap dinner option. We have several of those here as well. Just something to fill the stomach cheaply and easily.
पीजीआई
Yeah, by the way, I'll just give you some background since it's interesting. So the idea in international relations these days is to build giant projects. So China has created in 2014 itself, like 10 years ago, China created this Belt and Road Initiative. This is what they call it. They are going to connect all these countries together through one belt and one road. That's the idea. Uh, Unfortunately, people are upset about it because China is giving very dangerous loans. In the projects they are that are given under these initiatives are not sustainable for economically sustainable. That is, you can't really pay back the loan, and then China just takes over the land. So people are very upset about it. So that's why Biden and the G7 countries that are over here. One dish meal kit. Yeah, I don't think I have heard of English food being mentioned in a positive light ever. But anyway, as I was explaining, basically since China did this mega infrastructure project, I think it's like a $40 trillion project or something. It's massive. See, if you could once type out what SYBAU is, that would help. Help me comprehend what you're saying. But anyway, uh, yeah, I was saying since China launched this mega project, USA and Europe have launched a mega project of their own to counter this initiative. This is a portion of Kool-Aid, are you British? I think Goni Zurat caught you there. Yeah, this new initiative is actually a part of the whole counter China mega project as well. That's what IMEC actually is. I think Kool-Aid is having a little bit difficulty keeping up since he can't really use his slang here.
The rail road
He has lost half of his powers.
corridor. Yeah.
Oh, Val is Valorant. You know, Val for me was Val Kilmer. He passed away recently.
Russian.
Yeah, it happens. I used to play Age of Empires, right? They have added so many civilizations now, I don't even want to pick it back up ever.
Yeah. Mumbai.
That's why chess is the best game. There hasn't been an upgrade in 2000 years and it still works just fine.
Ports. UAE.
Yeah, I have never played
Indian
Valorant.
ports. Mumbai. Road.
I love how he clarified that one word as that's going to help me understand the rest of it.
Yeah.
If the speech to text software becomes better, maybe we'll stop talking in acronyms. Yep. Thankfully, we don't live like 50 years ago, or otherwise, I would have called an exorcist to Take a look at him. This man is speaking tongues.
And the Persian
I'm guessing diff means different, difficult, which one of the two. It can't really be difficult because it's a multiplayer game, right? Or is it? Maybe it's not.
India, will be
Yeah, I guessed it's different.
Mumbai. What's in Jordan?
Ah, right.
Haifa,
I should guess that one.
Kyrie,
Mid diff. I heard that term used a lot. Low diff, mid diff. They do that in the power scaling shots they usually use.
Haifa, existing model, government. That is the
So that's why he actually used diff. So it's correct use. Rihon slang has standards. Nice.
Israel Hamas.
Yeah, I just forgot to mention something interesting here because this corridor was announced. It goes through Saudi Arabia and all these countries. It goes through Israel here and then it goes to Greece. But immediately after the corridor was announced, Israel and Palestine war started, and the corridor discussion just stopped where it was.
Israel and leaders.
The funnier part is earlier all our trade was going through this route. This I don't know if you know these names, but this is Gulf of Bab el Mandeb, this is Red Sea, and through this route we would send all the goods to Europe. And we wanted to avoid over dependence on that route, so we tried to create a corridor through this route. But this war started, and immediately we have to go back to the old route now. First of all, Egypt was very upset. First of all, yeah, Egypt was very upset there because it was not getting the tariffs if we go through this route. So we paid Egypt, we got ready to use this route, and the war started, and then everything fell apart. There are so many things in international relations that is just, I mean, hilarious if you ignore how many people are losing their lives. The timing is odd. No, no, no problem. I'm just generally, I'm mainly talking about what I'm studying at the moment. It's not, you don't have to pay attention to it. Yeah. think I will have to start the. I have to give it sound, so give me a second. Yeah, I'll just start the sound.
The what? Hey, what's up, brother?
Hey, what's going on, bro?
Hey, quick question, man. I'm looking for the Hoy.
The huh?
The Hoy.
The Hoy?
Yeah, the Hoy. like the Hoy. Excuse me. You know I get
What?
Excuse me. Hey, can I get a hello? Can I get a brother? What? Hey, excuse me, bro. Quick question. Hey, you know I can get the yippity yippity?
Wait, what? What are you talking about?
The yippity yippity?
What's a yippity bitty?
The yippity yippity yippity.
What the fuck?
Hey, excuse me, brother. Quick question, man. You know I can get the what? The tiki 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 tiki. Huh?
Sorry.
Tiki 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 tiki. Hold on. What? The tiki 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 tiki. The tiki 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 tiki.
That face. Nice. These are the kind of pranks that I actually like watching. Yeah. Because these are completely harmless, right? Nobody gets punched in the process.
And through it, the Suez Canal.
Yeah, sorry, I just forgot to switch off the desktop audio again. Yep. Have you seen Just for Laugh Gags, the YouTube channel? It used to be a show on TV, I think. Or maybe it's just a channel. Yeah, they really do these gags. A lot of these gags, and they're completely harmless and very funny. I'll just play one for you. I can't type on this new keyboard. What was the name? Chinese man. This was it. Yeah, I think this was it. Not the Chinese, it was a Japanese girl. Wow. Okay. Hold on, I'll have to just. I have to start the desktop audio for that. Reduce the audio, hopefully. Yeah, this channel has a lot of those. They might be fake, but they are at least funny. I don't know, maybe they fail a lot of times, but sometimes they succeed, right? It's difficult to believe so many people, they would just hire so many people for fake pranks.
Asia too.
And it's not like they're doing anything dangerous or anything like that can get people really upset. It's just completely chill pranks. Yeah, I have not seen that one.
leaders.
All right. This. Yeah, now this laptop is struggling a little bit. That I can feel. There are a lot of tabs and such open.
These? Oh, that's cute. All right, a card magnet. Oh, I love this book though. I had that book when I was a kid. It's a good one. There's like pop-up books.
I love little kid books.
Yeah.
Oh, these are fun.
Yeah. Little zoo animals. This is a new edition though, right?
I don't know. I've never seen this.
You haven't seen this book?
No.
Oh, this is great. Yeah. It's got, I think mine used to be a little bit thicker. They're making them really thin now. It's amazing how they can like
Yeah.
come up with like ways to like make stuff just like pop up like that. But when I was a kid, the one was it was a zoo prize because it was a surprise, and they still. Oh, that's better.
Oh.
Isn't that crazy? That is so crazy. The last page was like this little, like box, and
Yeah.
then that's awesome.
I
Because I wasn't allowed to have pets as a kid, so.
Hey, here's a bunch of books with
Yeah.
animals in it. It's like pets.
What do they do with this one now? Oh, this is great. Yeah, mine was this. Oh, it's good.
Oh, nicely done.
Yeah, mine was a salamander.
How did they do that?
I don't know. It's like
It's a real fish?
Yeah.
And how did the book I'm so confused how that just happened.
Wow. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Mine used to be. It was like a little lizard or a salamander, but I don't think you're allowed to give those to kids anymore. But
That book,
yeah, that's
What?
great. It just pops up. Hold on a
you
second.
just pull that out of there, correct?
Yeah.
I mean, that just happened, but this is hard, and that is flat, and that wasn't.
Yeah.
Well
That's a
done.
live fish.
Yeah.
I have no idea how you did that either. Yeah. It was very fast. Whatever it did. You know, as a kid, I really wanted to figure out how the magic tricks are done. But as an adult, I'm just happy enjoying them. Don't want to take away the magic.
Who was also Saudi Arabia.
Oh, it's past 9:30. It's past the time I usually fall asleep. I think for you this might sound very, very, yeah. Yeah, I just wanted to finish this lecture that is just done now. This was the last topic in it. I think for you this is going to be a very weird thing to listen to, that I fall asleep around 9 o'clock. Yeah, now I'm done with the first part of international relations. There are 4 more parts left that I have to complete before this Sunday, before this Saturday preferably. So I'll have one day to revise it. Yeah, I try to wake up before 5 generally, 5 o'clock in the morning. That's why I try to get that 8 hours of sleep in. Maybe not tomorrow. Tomorrow 7 hours should suffice. It has been working all right. Mary Smith is warning me that the people on the, Twitch are bots or scammers. So I should be careful. Yeah, it is supposed to be very, very healthy if you sleep early to bed, early to rise, you know. But some days you just just like today. That's part of what I'm struggling with, you know. If I try to maintain a very strict, yeah, the bot is warning me about other bots and scammers. Yeah, as I was saying, if you try to stick to the schedule a lot, then you don't get enough hours of study in. But if you try to finish your studies, then like this, I get late to sleep and everything. Fine, I think for a month or so, I can handle that. So this is where usually I'm uploading the video of the day's roundup, what I did, if it was good, efficient, insufficient, what can be improved. Today was a much better day. I'm happy about that. Yeah, I did. It's nice to talk, and mainly it feels good if you study a little bit, right? Even if that portion is done, it feels like I'm making progress. One step closer. There are like 1,000 steps to go, but one step is a positive one. So what are you going to do now? Did you sleep at all today or no? Hopefully that cools you down, gives you sufficient rest. What is this? This Windows 11 is actually harder to use than the earlier versions. Keep showing you ads and random news which you have no connection or interest with. I was actually going to get Windows 10. Yeah, we talked about this earlier, I think. As you can see, I'm preparing for the video right now to talk. See, that's how it goes, right? This is about yesterday's sleep. That is, I slept on time yesterday, I think, and I woke up reasonably on time. So it's going to be a 7. But tomorrow it's going to be a 6 because I should fall asleep by 9. That's how the scoring system works. Exercise, I did the morning workout, I did the meditation, solved the quiz. See, actually the quiz should be low here because I'll just to give you an idea. I give 4 out of 5 for the quiz, and out of 5 if I have done the analysis, like what mistakes were made and what should not be repeated. What is just something I don't know, it's part of the question sometimes as well. That's how I try to keep track of all these things. So today is a reasonable enough day for studies. If I hadn't taken a afternoon break for all those laptop activities and all those, then I would have given it a 7 or at least. Activity wise, I usually go for a run on these days, right? Run or a gym, a little bit of exercise. But it's 5 because today I didn't have the time to do any of that. Just to compensate, I actually walked and took the stairs. So it's like a neutral 5. Not a high score, it's not a low score. Just because I chose to walk enough. That worked. Yeah, diet is good. I think I covered everything in terms of diet today. So enough protein, like clean diet, regular diet, enough water, all of those things. So I can even consider going an 8 here. So that's how. And distractions wise, I think in the afternoon. No, that's not actually referring to you. For me, distraction is something I feel bad about engaging in afterwards. Like for example, if I just spend the day watching YouTube, then it's not productive at all, and you don't feel good about it either. So those are the distractions that distractions I have been struggling with the last week. If I talk to you, I feel like I'm at least talking to a person, so that's not so bad. For example, yesterday I started playing some anonymous chess on the chess website, and I spent so much time in it. I was exhausted, and even the losses also affect your mood, so there is nothing positive there. That's why it's a 1. I even slept late because of it, so sleep is not 7. I should remember that. It's not even 5. Woke up late and all those things. Yeah. See, but today I don't think I have spent any time on these unnecessary useless things. I did play I think 1 or 2 blitz games online, so I'm just going to put a 6 here just because there is a lot of improvement, right? Considering the last week. This was a good day, but I think this was also a good day. This was recorded on that Alienware thing, came back and worked 1 day. HR wise, it's also good. I didn't do anything from my side, just contacting, talking. That's sufficient. This miscellaneous is just because I wanted 10 parameters in total just to easily add up the things. So I gave it an overall satisfaction thing. This is again a 7. This 4 for sleep. I slept late yesterday because I was up late playing chess, watching YouTube videos. So since I slept very late, I woke up late. I barely woke in time for the quiz. so I had to do my exercise afterwards. So the whole schedule was disturbed. That's why it's 4. This might be a little bit excessive in terms of how much I'm trying to keep track of everything, but it's, for me at the moment, it's just fun. So the overall goal is to have days like this, except where study and activities are better. I think by the day 60, by the time 60 days are crossed, I would be back on track. This is already a good day, right? If I'm crossing 60 overall score, I'm pretty happy about that. Color coding is a bit weird because this is a different laptop. That's basically what I do in the video every day. It's like a kind of a diary where diary or journal, whatever you want to call it. You just make a note of your day and make sure. Yesterday I just said that I will not be repeating these mistakes, that is these distractions and such, and today I didn't. Apparently it helps keep your mind on the right track. Let's see in 60 days where I am. 1/3 of the way there today. By the way, do you notice any flicker on the screen in terms of my camera output? I've been trying to fix that one, but it's not going anywhere. There are those black lines in the background, right? Dark lines. They are not supposed to be there. There are 4 viewers now. That is just very weird. I don't know who is watching. But yeah, anyway, I will make the video now and go to sleep so I can at least get a 5 tomorrow. For sleeping on time. Oh, okay. No, I'm not 18 minutes late. I'm like 50 minutes late because it's 21:49 here, right? I usually fall asleep by 21. And yeah, the home screen comes flickers because when I'm changing any tabs or something like that. Oh, it's 12:19 for you. But that's afternoon, right? Yeah, you mixed up your timing and mine. Do you actually try sleeping in the afternoon or no? Yeah, yeah, I get it. Yeah, that will mess up your whole sleep schedule. I actually read that it's even bad for your heart if you sleep too long in the afternoon. Like you should take short nap, but no more. Doctors will say something one day and they'll change the tune next day. Don't know. You should actually try like one small habit at a time. You can try to change. Why not? I think your body can take a lot more than you'd expect, but it's not a good idea to push it. I can feel that now. I'm nearly 30, so teeth and joints are already showing some signs of age. Unfortunate. I'm actually surprised I'm not sleepy today. Maybe it's because I'm looking at a screen, but by 9 o'clock I am starting to feel sleepy these days, just because I have been sleeping at that time for the last 3 weeks nearly. Oh, I can actually see the viewer list here. Typically, Sky is still here apparently. That's why it shows 3 viewers. Yeah. It's actually interesting that the two of them showed up. They're so similar in terms of the way they speak and everything. But they actually seem to be different people, no? Now that the other guy has left. Yeah, they know each other. I think they are probably playing together. And they decided to just go jump into some stream and have fun. As I said a couple of days ago, there were another two people who were trying to get me to read those quick names. Sorry, those trick names. Unfortunately, I have seen that compilation too many times on YouTube. So anyway, I should actually get back to sleep now. Sorry, get back to making the video and sleep now, so I can wake up tomorrow and have a reasonable schedule. That's actually very nice to hear, man. I'm glad I started to stream then. It's at least a highlight of your day. But I should try to sleep before 10 now at least. 9 has been crossed. I should switch off the stream and get the remaining work done and go to sleep quickly. See you tomorrow if you hop in again. Stopping the stream now, okay? Yeah. Good night or good day to you actually. The time zones are always causing troubles. Alright, see you tomorrow then.